Hi, it's Lisa from Girl in the Garage. So today I decided I'd do another tray, and I've already done my edges with my crushed gold rock and metallic gold dust, and then I just put a layer of clear once that cured. And I've just got this little bit of paper and I've just torn around it, the edges, so it'll fit in there nicely. But I thought I might just try something different today. I thought we might try and Mod Podge it down, just to see if we get less bubbles. And then once that dries, we'll just pour some resin on the back, just for something different. Whether it works or not, who knows? So I'll just grab a paintbrush and I'll be back. Okay, got my paintbrush, but I've actually decided I'm going to use my Duraclear because Mod Podge, it's water-based, and I remember last time I wasn't happy how it sealed the paper. So let's just see if this works. Hopefully it will, but it may not as well. So I just want to give it a thin coat. Sorry about the cheeping. My cockatiel Queenie, she's come in to join the party here in the studio. So that's her just having a little cheap squawk there in the background. Hey Queenie, noisy little girl, ain't you? Okay. Let's see if this works. Oops, sorry, I just bumped the camera. So I'm just smoothing that down as best I can. And then once that dries, I'll do the same on the back. Okay, pop that one over there. Oop. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to dry, let's make up our colours. So I'm going to do 2 colours today. Hopefully I've made up enough resin. I don't need that cup. So I want more of my Pearl X Interference Gold. So we'll pop that in this one. Have to make sure you mix this one up pretty good because it is quite lumpy and bumpy in there. Ideally you should put your powder in first and add a little bit of resin and mix it up sort of into a paste, and then add more resin, and generally you don't have to stir it as much. Because the more you stir it, the more bubbles you're going to introduce, of course. But you can always chuck it in your vacuum chamber if you have one, or in your debubbling machine, or just use deep pour resin like I'm doing, but it does take longer to cure, but you get less bubbles. And I'm just going to do the same now with my blue, but I'll pop you on a little fast forward because I'm sure you don't want to see me mixing up the colours. So my colours are done. So let's just pop some more Duraclear on the back just to coat that. I might even actually do 2 coats, I think. Grab my heat gun. I'll just dry that off quickly. Probably want to fast forward again. So I'm back, and yeah, I've decided I'm not happy with this blue. It's too dark. I'm going to try and lighten it up, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be. Pour some of that into there, see what happens. More like it, but it's not incorporating, of course, so let's try a bit of this. Just the tiniest bit. I think it's mainly not mixing because I've used an interference. I don't know, maybe we'll just throw all 3 colours in and see what happens. We might get some marbling. Just a different effect. I think I'm experimenting today. Now, while I had you on fast forward, I also decided to do a layer of Duraclear on all of it because I was sort of getting that sort of textured pattern, and where I'd painted off the paper, you know, there was you could see the Duraclear, and then there was parts of the clear resin that you couldn't see it. So just sort of to give it that look all the way through, because I haven't done this before. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully it'll work and it'll look pretty. If not, you guys will know not to do it like this and just do it the normal way how I normally do it. All right. Yep, that's dry. Okay. Let's give it a little spray with our alcohol. And let's pour our interference gold on. Which is pretty. And I sort of just want a little bit of blue in there. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of this one just to see what happens. And we're just going to swirl it. So hopefully a bit of that blue will show through. Oh, got visitors. So there goes Yuki. I've got all the noises happening today. All the animals. Alright, so basically that's it. I'm just going to give it a spritz and then be back for the demold. And just let it do its thing. And hopefully it'll be pretty. So I'll see you soon. So this is cured. Let's demold and see what we've got. Hopefully it's worked. Ooh, fingers crossed. Bring it up a bit. Are we ready? Ooh. No. No. No good with the Mod Podge. Not the Mod Podge, the Dura Clear. Can you see it? Yeah. Well, I think I'll have to do a clear coat and see what it looks like. And a little bit of blue came through. Yeah, we'll do a clear coat and see what happens. So I'm back and I've made up some resin. So I really hope this works because I've never tried it before. So let's give our little tray a spray with our isopropyl alcohol. And I'm just going to try and pour a really thin layer. As thin as possible. And hopefully that will disguise the marks made by the Dura Clear when I stuck my bit of scrapbook paper down. Probably won't though. I don't know, it might disguise it a little bit. I'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to let this cure and help it spread out, and then I'll be back for the demold. So I'll see you then. this is cured. So are we ready for the unveiling? Seeing there's no demolding today. Here we go. Ta-da! So nothing's really changed except I added some of my handmade glass. I don't know if you can see it. So I'll put a little bit down the bottom and a little bit up the top. And yes, so you can see the texture that was created by using the Duraclear. But now that I've added the glass, it sort of looks, it gives it like a water effect, having that texture, which isn't too bad on the Goldfish tray. So in conclusion, I think next time, because this paper was quite thin, I had some, it was an aerosol can, and it was just, I don't know what brand it was, but it was just like a matte spray, and I find that would have been better for the paper. I think the Duraclear, and especially the Mod Podge, is better for thicker paper than this, so sort of more like that thin cardboard. They generally call it scrapbook paper, whereas this paper was, yeah, it was a lot thinner. And when I did my bee coasters and coaster holder, that paper was really fine too, so the Mod Podge, yeah, didn't work real good in that. Oh, and that and when I did my quilting coasters, yeah, the Mod Podge wasn't good for that either, even though that was a scrapbook paper. So yeah, it's a bit hit and miss, but yeah, definitely I think I'll get some more of this matte spray, or in whatever brand, but in aerosol can, because I think that'd be better for the paper. So there you go. So yeah, anyway, I think it's pretty, and quite happy with how it turned out. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget about the August giveaway. There's only a few more days left before I draw that. So if you haven't seen the details for that, they'll be in the description box. And yeah, look out for the code word. It's in one of my previous videos. So thanks everyone for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share, comment, because I love your comments. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye.